My mom was a big influence on me, and she was a single mom, and she always kind of told me and my sister that no matter what we wanted to do, we could do it. It didn't matter. Anything that a man could do, we could do. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let your gender kind of get in the way of anything that you want to do. When I started 10 years ago, it was still, I think Derby was about 8 to 10 years old, like the resurgence of Derby, I guess. And so it still kind of had that reputation that was like, oh, it's just like tutus and fishnets and like girls getting wild and like throwing elbows and like just crazy shit, you know. Oh, sorry, can I swear? It turned out not to be that at all. You know, there's all these like kind of misconceptions around it. That the biggest part of Derby is the community that it is. My skater name is Creep Suzette, and it is a nameplay on the dessert Crepe Suzette. And that's because I was a pastry chef when I first started skating, so I was trying to find like a twisted version of a dessert name. And then my number is 13 because that's a baker's dozen, so kind of matches the whole dessert vibe. And I've been playing for 10 years now. A friend of mine, actually we got to skate together for the first time in 10 years tonight. That was awesome. We saw Whip It together, the movie Whip It, and it's about roller derby. Of course, it's all, you know, over-the-top theatrics, but it still looked really exciting and like just super cool and amazing. And so she actually found a pair of artistic skates, these like blue, old-fashioned high skates at a thrift store for $15, and was like, I found these, let's play roller derby. It seemed so scary, but we did it anyways. The rest is history. Like anybody who tries it a little bit is just in it. It's hard to quit.
You know, this is the first time in 10 years that we've ever been able to play a game together. And she's the reason that I started playing.
I don't know who this lovely person is.
There's always that kind of self-doubt of, oh, I'm not good enough, oh, it's not gonna work. I've literally used Derby when I am like ready to quit everything. I'm like, no, just think of it like it's a drill. And so you start to kind of carry that everywhere, and it's kind of the fake it till you make it, right? You start believing that, like, I'm strong, I'm confident, like you stand up taller and your voice gets louder, and like you start advocating for other people and for yourself, and like maybe you finally try to negotiate that raise that you never thought that you could do because you learned these skills, these confrontation skills and working out difficulties and like kind of strategizing how to tackle a problem. Seattle is such an inclusive city, and we are kind of striving to push, you know, civil rights for different groups kind of thing, and you see that in derby leagues. They're very inclusive. A lot of leagues have made the change to include genderqueer or trans individuals, you know, making sure like, hey, there is a place for everybody. You know, you got that Northwest kind of like chill vibe going on, so there's a little bit of the Pacific Northwest imprint on our league. It's definitely scary because it's kind of a gamble. You're like, I don't know, is this gonna work out? I'm going back to school, I'm taking out loans, I'm doing all this stuff. It's a total gamble. It's not guaranteed to work out, but you're not guaranteed to get out of the pack when you put the Jammer star on your head, but you still try, right? So it's definitely just kind of giving me that fuel to be like, you don't know until you try. So you might as well try, because all you have is this life, and then when it's over, it's over.